Ladies and gentlemen and in-betweeners, I'm your host, Alexander Rodriguez here for On the Rocks radio show, where celebrities and cocktails mix tonight. Oh, it's been a night already, I can just tell you that. We have Bravo TV's West Coast celebrity makeup artist himself, Patrick Tumey, who has made our favorite divas look like $1 billion. More than $1 million, it's $1 billion. And tonight he's able to talk about Bravo's new talk show. Or no, it's not a talk show, it's a new show. We got the details. Aye. That was a hint. We also have Palm Springs Pride musicians. Jacob St. Aubin is here. Isaiah Grass is coming in from Chicago via Skype. And we have special FX makeup guru, the DIY guy himself, Kevin Molnar, is here for the final part of his 3-part Halloween FX at Home series. And my guest co-host, my evil twin sister, radio personality, and celebrity interior designer, Ryan Black. Woo, raise a glass and I need it. Let the show begin.
Banquet, and most poor suckers are starving to death.
I'd like to propose a toast.
This is On the Rocks with Alexander, coming at you from Sunset Gower Studios in the heart of Hollywood, where I drink with your favorite celebrities and we talk about fashion, entertainment, pop culture, reality TV, and that's about it. So pop a cork, pour a glass, lean back, and enjoy On the Rocks every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Universal Broadcasting Network.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Oh, Lord, it's going to be a bumpy night. It's already been a bumpy night. Our apologies. Karima Westbrook had a family emergency, so she is not in. But we have a full panel here today. It's men's night, whoop whoop, or it's woe man's night, well, depending on how manly you are.
Ladies' night.
Oh, today, Kurt, you know how the last few weeks have been super straight central? Not tonight. We're taking back over.
Right.
We're taking back Hollywood. Anyway, On the Rocks, the place where we're too glam to give a damn. Putting the weenies in this year's Halloweenie. Happy Halloween. I can't believe how fast this season is going. We should do a Halloween episode every single year. But it was like, oh, next week's Halloween. It's like, what? Next week's what?
Girl, the Christmas decorations are already in
Beverly Hills. Today, the Santa went up with the reindeer. I've been listening to Christmas music, though, for the past week. I'm going to be honest. I love Christmas. And I'm the most evil bitch you've ever met, but I love Christmas.
This is why we're sisters.
Yes, but I don't want to do it with like other people. I want to like go Christmas caroling. I don't want like Tiny Tim to come over. I'm not going to buy anything for anybody. Like, I just love Christmas for me. Okay, you know what bugs me about the Halloween season, though, is you watch all of the people on the TV sitcoms, even the poor ones, like Two Broke Girls, whatever. It doesn't matter, whatever sitcom, when they have to dress up for Halloween, for the Halloween episode, they have like Hollywood-made costumes. It's like, you did not make that yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, all the best Roseanne episodes.
Yeah, and it's like, wait, they couldn't afford that rental.
And by the way, fuck that bitch.
Oh, okay. We're not political, but okay.
Vote on Tuesday, November 6th.
I thought that one of the Connors should have dressed up like Roseanne on the last episode.
Oh, my God, that would have been brilliant. Why aren't you writing
like
the show?
Aunt Jackie should have dressed up as Roseanne. Be
right.
Like, and all she had to say was, too soon? Cut to commercial.
Too soon.
Boom. Anyway, get real, Hollywood. Number one, the poor people on TV live in bigger apartments than houses here, and then with their grade A Halloween costumes. So I'm a little shaken up today. Number one, because Karima canceled last minute, but also I dropped my cell phone into the dumpster because I was throwing out trash, and I threw in the dumpster. They had just picked up trash this morning, so it didn't rest at the top. It was on the bottom. You guys, it took me 40 minutes. Oh, no. Here I am in a suit, sweating, and the lid doesn't open up all the way because there's like a beam, so it kept like...
Are you setting this up? I mean, because girl,
that's the story.
Don't act like you didn't know you didn't feel like you were at home. Oh wait, I have a sound effects machine.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
The only other person to do that, Joanne Worley, brought a sound effects machine.
Oh, I have one. I'm bringing it out.
Oh my God. Okay.
Continue.
Okay. Anyway, so here I am for 40 minutes, and I can't figure out how to get to because it's at the very, very bottom. And I tried to get a Swiffer because I thought, well, it picks up dirt. It'll pick up my nothing. And then I tried putting tape at the bottom of a thing, like a mop, and doing the tape thing. That didn't work. And people are walking by. Nobody's helping me. I thought, can they imagine like this person in a suit trying to feed through the dumpster? It was like every Hollywood producer looking for their next reboot.
Oh my God.
40 minutes, and I finally got it. Do not give. Oh
my God! It's gonna be a sound effect off. This is my favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Okay, that's enough. Oh Lord. Between the two yas. So, no, I don't. No, that is not the humor on my show. No. Why do you even have that button? You guys, we have Bravo's best here, and we're acting like buffoons. Anyway, a gardener came by with a shovel, and I had to pick it out with a shovel, and I could see all my favorite people texting me while I'm looking for it. I'm like, I'm here, I'm here. It was the most traumatic life. Thank you to our sober listeners for tuning in. We love you. Thank you for holding our hair back and driving us home. Drunk texting is literally my favorite sport. Hello to our listeners around the nation on iHeartRadio, Universal Broadcasting Network, Play FM, Stitcher, TuneIn, Satchel, iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. Of course, we are Facebook live streaming on Trendy Now in San Diego, True FM in Ohio. Oh, your hometown, Ohio.
You know.
And nationally on The Rocks, Universal Broadcasting Network, and of course, nationally on Bear World Magazine. Rawr! Check out my weekly Bear World Magazine interviews, movie news, celebrity interviews. This week I talk about big news, the Labyrinth movie, from the 80s.
Yeah.
Sequel.
No.
Yes.
Script finished, greenlit, Paramount's working on it.
I'm
Sequel.
there.
Who's casting for it?
That's what I mean. Patrick, I know you're not used to radio because you're used to
know.
TV. Into the microphone.
Who,
Yeah, there we go.
who's casting for it?
Well, no, because Jennifer Connelly's an A-lister now. So is she going to come back? You're too young to even know what we're talking about. Like, Labyrinth, is that an escape room?
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
David Bowie's dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dead.
Is it a remake or an actual sequel?
It's an actual sequel.
So I
It's
guess-
about her growing up with her own kids.
I'll have to watch the first one then.
It's like
God.
a bullet.
Other sequels that should it happen? Alien 5. Sigourney Weaver and James Cameron are back on
Oh,
track.
she needs work though.
She does. She's like, Mama's got to pay rent. Oh, God. And then Disney's rebooting Pirates of the Caribbean already. Why? Okay, anyway, that's my movie news. For our audio listeners, you can watch our antics on video on our stream on Facebook. Go to On The Rocks Radio Show on Facebook. We are now on YouTube. Please like our channels because I guess the more clicks I get, the better person I am. Okay. And of course, the now trending at for free. Look at all of our On The Rocks video streaming for free. My mom, Mama Rose, is in the chat room at ubnradio.com and Facebook. Ask her your questions. She will answer it, or she'll interrupt me and we'll answer it right here on the air. Keep her busy. She's next to a bottle of vodka. I do not need her drunk carving pumpkins. The last one looked like, well, never mind. Like us on Twitter and Instagram. Now, I'm supposed to enforce the fact that you're supposed to like us on Twitter and Instagram at On The Rocks On Air. I'm not plaintive enough, is what I've heard. I don't demand enough. I give you this free programming, and it's amazing, but go to Twitter and Instagram at On The Rocks On Air. Follow me. I'll follow you back. You can send me messages. I literally cannot sleep, so I will answer your messages 2, 3 in the morning. The most fun conversations you've ever had. Again, subscribe to us on YouTube. Find us on the web, ontherocksradioshow.com, where you can see all of the video and listen if you're an audio person. Send me an email. Book me for a wedding, funeral, a wedding, funeral, a quinceañera. I don't care. I will
Bar
be there.
mitzvah.
A bar mitzvah. Well, yes.
Don't too soon.
Yeah. Well, because my actual script has bris, but I was told to take that out.
Oh.
And now you brought it back. Thank you. Info at ontherocksradioshow.com. That was fun. Okay, let's get this. Patrick is like, what is happening? Patrick is like, they don't do this at Bravo.
Yes, they do.
My new national TV talk show, Glitter Bomb, is currently broadcasting to over 22 million homes. We were covered in People magazine and listed as one of the new must-watch shows on New Now Next. Tune in every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to find out what channel we are in your city, like I said, we're in 22 million homes. If you paid your cable, then you can watch us. Go to latv.com/schedule and put in your city and carrier, and you can find us. Let's see who's on Glitter Bomb this week. Kurt, take it away.
This week on Glitter Bomb, we have American Woman star Jen Bartels.
By the way, the only American woman I might switch for.
I let him all the way in on our first Tinder date.
Makeup for men? Can men wear makeup?
Of course men can wear makeup. I mean, makeup was created for men, so in the beginning, when you were born.
Yeah. We have celebrity stylist to the stars, Brandon Liberati.
I mean, look at this. You don't want to miss it. Until then, keep calm and Glitter Bomb!
So you can see we are bringing On The Rocks' finest to Glitter Bomb. Of course, that was Shahs of Sunset, MJ Javid, Craig Ramsey, who's done the show with his husband, Brandon Liberati, and Makeup for Men. We did a makeover, a 3-part makeover on a newlywed, and so we showed how you can do makeup for men.
I don't need makeup.
No, you have Facetune. Wah, wah.
My face is fully beat tonight.
Is it beat?
This is a 2-show day, girl.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a little crested in too. I've had some drama though. The dumpster fumes wiped some of it off. I am the MC for Palm Springs Pride again this year on the main stage, the first weekend of November. So I'm there 8 hours on Saturday, 8 hours on Sunday on stage. Make your travel plans and come see me. Plan ahead. It's so fun. It's the most inclusive Pride. We have so many great musical performances, and I have some celebrity pop-ups that are going to be happening throughout the weekend. Go to pumpspringspride.org for more info. The shenanigans start at the pre-Pride pool party. Say that like 3 times fast. I can't even say it once fast.
No.
Pre-Pride pool party at Hotel Zozo. I'm hosting the swimwear fashion show, by the way, at 2 p.m. That's going to be fun because I'm coming with product and I'm pulling from the pool party. We're taking them in. We're going to get them all fixed up and then we're going to do the fashion show. And Craig Ramsey's coming out to join the fun. Also, that night, Friday night, I'm a celebrity guest with Shahs of Sunset, MJ Javid, and Craig Ramsey at Trina Turk in Palm Springs. We're going to have some fashion cocktails and pre-Pride love. I go into my fitting at Trina Turk on Thursday in Palm Springs. I'm like, I can't eat until then. It's like, what? Oh, God, I'm just scared. Anyway.
You'll be fine.
Just
Their
liquid for
clothes are
me.
polyester.
They're polyester? It's
Yeah.
Trina Turk. It's polyester?
Polyester.
You don't have
No,
one of those
it's-
magic
I
words
can't
goes
say
with
that-
something to a drink, like
Yeah.
Andy does.
Yes. Well, word of the day. We used to have a word of the day until we got sued by Andy. That is fine.
Oh gosh.
You got sued?
No, it's a joke.
I had his bestie on my show today.
Darren?
Bruce Bozzi.
Oh, because his bestie's Darren. Okay.
What?
Just
You
kidding.
mean is bestie in bed or is bestie in life?
I've heard so many things about his bedroom antics, but it's so inappropriate, and I respect my fellow Bravo TV people. But I've heard. We're going to talk.
Well, he admitted to Oprah that he screwed one of the bartenders, so...
Well, I mean, that's a given, but I'm talking about like, oh God, it just gets classier from here. Also, after Pride, if you miss me at Pride, and if you're in Southern California, I just got booked for this today, actually. Come party with me on a party bus November 17th. We are leaving from Orange County, and we're going to Vegas at 7 in the morning.
What?
And I'm entertaining for the whole way up. We're doing lip syncs. We're doing twerk-offs. We're doing on the bus dating game.
Please tell me you're doing karaoke.
Yes, we're doing karaoke.
Yes, queen!
So then we're going to Vegas. You guys are going to gamble. You guys are going to go to a buffet. You're going to mix and mingle. I have a hotel room so I could take a nap. And then we come back like at 10 p.m. at night.
That sounds...
so
that
fun.
actually sounds like a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Everything is taken care of. It's a fundraiser for OC Pride. Go to ocpride.com. Get your tickets. Obviously, tickets are limited because it's a bus, but it's a huge bus, and everything is taken care of. You literally just need your wallet and your ID and a condom.
Well, I'm glad to hear it's not a short bus.
You know how many short bus jokes?
Oh gosh.
They're supposed to frisk you when you come in. If your pants weren't so tight, then we'd be able to frisk you. Let me introduce my bestie for the night. Let's get the show on the road. In 2001, Ryan started an event and floral design business that also led him into television producing and production design for several high-profile clients, such as Elton John, Elizabeth Taylor, Tom Ford, Gucci, and several others. Not Gucci as in Charo, but as like Gucci.
Oh, I'd love to do Charlie.
I would love Charo to come here, but I don't think like nobody else could be here. Just her.
I will. When I produced on RuPaul's Drag Race, she was a guest and she was amazing.
Yeah,
like
she's every time I've met her, been in the same room with her, she's so gracious.
right out the door to entrance to exit, like phenomenal.
Yeah, like I think when she gets home, she like beats her dog or something. Like she can't be that positive all the time. Like she can't be that.
I think she
actually
beats
saw
her vulva.
Last year, she was the Grand Marshal for the Long Beach Gay Pride.
Yeah, she'll
And I
do it.
walked up and I was like, oh, she hasn't changed.
She
Looks
hasn't
like she's
changed.
Just like the Love Boat all over again.
Yeah.
And she's exactly like you saw her on Love Boat.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. And
just
her,
her
and
and her
you don't
son
know what
is
Love Boat
gorgeous.
is, do
I've
you?
heard of Love Boat.
Not the new one.
It's not a new app.
Not the reality.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
I was on that app.
But Charo's son is beautiful, by the way. But her personality is beautiful. She just volunteered at the Angel Food Project 2 weeks ago, and she was there for the whole day. And she was doing it.
She has been there for our community since day one.
Yes.
She was there advocating for AIDS healthcare. I mean, she's just a phenomenal person.
Very phenomenal, breaking down barriers.
Yep.
Republicans even want her.
When are
in
you
her
going to
house.
have her on Glitter Bomb? She would be brilliant
She
on
w-
Glitter Bomb.
She would be actually. I'm going to write that down.
Oh my God, she has to be on Glitter Bomb.
Charo, Glitter
Yeah.
Bomb. There's
Which,
news
by the way,
that Glitter
you're-
Bomb is going to be on more than.
I want
we
to
should
sing
all
your
want.
I want to sing your praises on Glitter Bomb because you're doing an amazing job. It's a great show.
Oh my God.
And you are so funny.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. It helps that the other two are dead. Just kidding. No, it's funny. We fight.
They're lovely too.
No, we're so different from each other. We're
Yeah.
perfect. Like together, we
Yeah.
are the charmed ones because it is unified. We're so different.
It's called balance, girl.
Yes. Anyway, thank you. That was very nice.
You
More
need to
about Ryan.
Find it in life.
Yes. Well, good luck. Ryan is an LA native. His career has spanned many different genres.
Spawned as well.
Yes. He started his career as a lead performer in Broadway musicals, touring all 50 states and worldwide. He has authored one novel, currently being edited as a contributing writer for Huffington Post. Most recently, Ryan brought his design style to television with his design firm Blackbird Chateau. Find them on Facebook. Look at their pictures. Designing the apartment of Bravo TV's hit show Shaws of Sunset, reality star Mercedes MJ Javid. And you did a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
Have you visited? Has she kept it up?
Well, she's not living there anymore. And it's completely empty. She's gonna renovate and redo it. But she's pregnant now, so
No, yeah. Congratulations, MJ.
yeah.
This pride's gonna be a little bit more.
No,
subdued
she
than it was last year.
she moved to a beautiful home up in the hills. She's got a pool, a beautiful view. Yeah,
She deserves it. She's worked hard.
She's Jefferson's moving on up, girl.
Moving on up. But she's still MJ from the Beverly Hills block.
Don't mind all those rocks she's got.
Yeah. She is fabulous. Ryan hosts his own radio show every Tuesday from noon to 2. So this is your second show today.
Yeah.
Called Life with Ryan in Los Angeles on Out Now 97.1 HD2 and radio.com online and in app stores nationwide. It's produced by the world's leading radio syndicator, Entercom, with over 250 stations and over 100 million listeners each week. Please welcome back to the show, Ryan Black.
Yes.
There we go. Now, Ryan, we just it better have really short battery life.
What'd you say?
Turn off this. Just turn it off.
No, my mic is okay.
So, Ryan, as a fellow radio show person, I have to know, because I know what it takes to do this show. Like today, we had, Karima, and then we had to reschedule a bunch of stuff, and then the vodka wasn't chilled. I mean, life couldn't have been worse. I lost my cell phone in a dumpster. What is your biggest challenge in doing a weekly radio show?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm stumped.
Wait, you're speechless for once?
Yeah.
That's impossible.
I'm very good at speaking extemporaneously, but when it comes to I always do a segment where it's DIY,
Right.
sort of like I give home tips, and I do recipes because I'm a cook and
We had
a
carnitas
baker
when we
and-
came in.
Yes.
So good.
So that can be challenging to keep that part fresh, but the interviews with the celebrities, that part is fairly easy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that
I
comes
do,
easy.
you do a lot more work than I do, I have to say.
Well, I do 10
You
pages
go
of
above-
research, and we get to one paragraph on the show.
Yeah, you go above and beyond the Call of Duty. So, but I admire you. I admire.
But for
I admire
me,
how
it
much
comes
work you
out of
do.
passion. I just did an interview
Yeah.
on somebody else's radio show, and they were talking like, "How do you come up with your questions?" It's like I am naturally inquisitive about everything.
Yeah.
Like I could talk to somebody that works at C's Candy Factory on La Cienega or whatever, and I could talk to them for an hour because I'm so like, okay, now who wraps it, and then what happens after they wrap
Right.
it? How much have you eaten? Like, do you give it out as gifts? I'm naturally this inquisitive. Plus, entertainment. Like
Yeah.
entertainment's my life. I would watch Bravo for 100 hours a day, even if it wasn't like research.
Same
you know?
thing. Same
Plus
thing. Yeah.
movies. I mean, I have the iPad, I have the TV going, and then I'm at the movies all at the same time.
Yeah. I think that's why we get along so well. Is we're both kind of the same person, very multitasking kind of guys. Although I do not do I don't write as much as you do.
Well, but what I think about us too is we like so many different genres. We're not just I'm just Bravo TV, and I
Yeah.
can't talk about classic films or Spielberg. You know, we're well-rounded people. Everybody in this room is very well-rounded. Patrick, I could sit and talk to you for hours and hours and hours.
We always do.
Yeah.
you know, but-
It's funny. I met Patrick at a fashion show. It was at OC Fashion Week with Peggy Sulahian. And I sat next to him because I looked. I'm like, oh, there's the gays. I'm going to sit next. And you didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. And I'm like, okay. And then Peggy's sign fell on me. And I was like, Peggy's attacking me. And I was like, and then we laughed.
I
I'm
was like,
like,
oh my God, are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
yeah.
I remember you.
And then I'm like, are you thirsty? We literally went to the bar before the show started, and the show started in 10 minutes. Anyway, okay. Speaking of DIY, We have Kevin Molnar for the final part of his 3-part series here, all the way from Philadelphia. Kevin Molnar, the DIY guy, is an FX makeup artist and designer living and working in Philadelphia.
So good.
So good. You guys have to check out his Instagram videos and YouTube videos. He only began working with special effects years back because of his obsession with beards. He couldn't grow one, so he was curious how to create his own beard, and he learned how to use prosthetics and fake hair and makeup. And soon after, he was hired consistently as Santa for Macy's, the Grinch for Grinch in the Park, and local Star Wars meet and greets. And he's grabbed the attention of local artists, photographers, and directors. He now works full-time as a makeup artist and interior designer doing DIY projects. Please welcome Kevin Molnar.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, girl.
How's everybody doing over there?
Good. Yeah. So it's funny, Kevin, because you do such a great job doing the special effects with some of the transitions. Kurt play some of his transitions. Now, Patrick, you doing beauty makeup. We had another beauty makeup person here a couple of weeks ago, and he said he could never do FX makeup at all. That they're very, very separate.
Very different.
Yeah, very different.
Now, Patrick, have you ever dealt into?
No. I mean, I went to beauty school and everything too, but I was trained the other way. This is a complete different craft. I love it. I love what he's doing.
What I love about Kevin's makeup, what sets him apart, it's, a lot of the Instagrammers do it where they have to be posed perfectly and the shadow aligns. His is 3D where you can go out and do it. Plus, he does it with products that you have at home. Kevin, how crazy have you been for Halloween?
Pretty actually. Last couple days.
Oh God, Kevin, your internet connection is not good. What's happening?
Yeah, I think it's breaking up.
Oh my God, it's been perfect. What happened? This is just my day.
Technical difficulties.
All right.
Is that better, Kurt? It's not on our side, right? Kevin, pay your internet bill.
They just turn that stuff right off if you don't pay it.
They do. No more glitter bomb. So how busy have you been for Halloween?
Super busy. Last did a little in hours, and so I have this year. So
Kevin, we're gonna have to disconnect and try to reconnect.
He's so busy. He's at his Trick's house.
Yeah. He's not at my house. Okay, we're gonna call you right back, Kevin. Okay, try calling back. Oh my God. Why is today happening? It's Halloween.
You know what?
Or
I think we're in what do they call it? The when
Mercury retrograde.
Yes, like a retrograde thing.
Because my life has been pretty peachy for the last 2 weeks, even with hectic schedules. Today, everything just stopped working.
Yeah.
Like, even a soda can, I opened the tab flew and I couldn't even open it.
I'm gonna look it up for you.
Okay. Let's try calling Kevin back. The suspense is killing me.
But while we're doing that, let's talk to Patrick about some more makeup.
Oh no.
So wait, you and my boyfriend's also a makeup artist, Kip Zachary, and you guys met on the set of Shaws of Sunset when Mercedes was shooting a body positive campaign.
Yes. I love him. I love your boyfriend. He's the sweetest and he's so talented.
But he's competition. Don't you want to weed out the competition?
No, it's always good to have competition. Keep you on your toes.
But they're also supportive
That's the
of each
best answer
other.
you
That's
can
what I
give.
noticed about you guys in the makeup industry. You're also supportive of each other. It's kind of like a small community.
Yeah,
It is really unusual.
Someone that really is talented and passionate about it.
Into the microphone, Patrick.
I've never had something.
I want to ask you this question though. I'm dying to ask you this question. So, so you're a professional makeup artist that went to school for it. What do you think about all of these makeup artists that are on Instagram that are, suddenly a makeup artist, but they don't have any training and they're giving all this advice and they're doing really, really heavy makeup and tutorials and they've got like millions of followers?
Well, the industry has changed. It's changed a lot. I mean, it's like I've been doing makeup for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, and it's changed in the past 8 years. I mean, the new type of makeup artist is like but you know, people make fun of them sometimes because, you know, they haven't earned their stripes, or they really feel that some of these makeup artists can't really do makeup on anyone else but themselves.
Yeah.
But they're a completely different industry because they're the ones that are getting all the endorsements, all the makeup lines, and celebrities are booking them directly.
Yeah.
So it's changed.
Because
And
it adds to their Instagram.
It adds, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, I respect what they do, but for me, especially like your boyfriend, when you see someone that knows how to beat a face, you instantly support them and you want them to do well, and especially with Bravo.
And then steal their tips.
And you know, you kind of, we don't,
But you all need to stick together. Like, I'm really so over this whole, like, having guests for their Instagram followers. Like, do you
happening
realize
in casting? When you go to casting, you write your name down and you write your Instagram. And I'm sure in the music industry, Jacob, it's the same way, right?
People need to revolt, though. Do you realize that there was once an organic earth where things happened
where your
without
talent
Instagram
stood up for you?
Yes. I mean, people are so focused on these Instagram followers that they're missing out on some real talent.
Half of the Instagram followers they have are not real. I mean, if you look at some of their
that
stuff,
is true. Everybody's proportionally faking it, so we're all really all faking it.
Well, but what's happening is the industry is changing. A lot of these cosmetic companies are looking. If you look at someone who has like over 200,000 K, but they're only having 30 to 20 hits, you're like, something's not right.
But even that is now being corrected, where they have the auto responses. So it'll be a singer like, check out my new single, and it's like, love that dress, girl. It's like, wait, it doesn't make sense. And you know, I've met guys off of Instagram, and I look at all their pictures. I'm like, wow, in all different angles, and then they still don't look what they look like on their Instagram.
Oh yeah,
no,
yeah. Oh, no. I just was at a Halloween party where I met this guy for the first time after following him on Instagram.
Yeah.
Guilty because he's hot.
Yeah,
but in person, his muscles were suddenly like 3 times smaller. His waist was 3 times bigger. He's still a beautiful guy.
Big girls need love too.
No. He wasn't even a big girl, and I love big girls, big guys. But what I'm saying is his body was perfectly fine.
Yeah. It's just that fake, but
fantasy.
Yeah, it's so Instagram is so weird to me. Twitter is so weird to me. Facebook now it's only for older people and crazy people and politics. You know,
excuse me.
You're seeing people even be.
I have a huge following on Facebook.
But no, like my mom loves Facebook. She's not old, but she's in that generation that is actively using Facebook. They're communicating, they're meeting people, they're reconnecting with people. But people like a little bit younger, they're either all political crazy people or posting 10 videos a day of animals, right? Or they're stalking you with fake profiles. Anyway, Kevin, you're back and the connection is much better.
I am back, yes.
Oh, Kevin, we missed you. We all talked amazing things about you. Kevin, what are you showing us today for the final part of your Halloween at-home FX series?
So, you guys do really deep cut. Can you poor connection?
Yeah. Kevin, what's happening?
No pro. See if it does it.
You know what you need? You need a sound effect.
Yeah.
I'm on my cell phone.
Oh, Lord. Do you have Skype on your cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay, set it up on your cell phone and then call us back when you have it set up.
Well, I have it on my phone right now. That's why. Which is weird.
Oh, you are on your phone. I thought you were on your computer. Okay.
Halloween is over. We're now on to
Thank
effects
you for
Thanksgiving.
I was going to say, thank you for your Easter effects for the crucifixion. You do nail wounds. Stigmata.
Jesus Christ.
Was that in poor taste? I hope I didn't offend anybody. I'm Roman Catholic. That was poor taste, probably. Sorry.
No.
Sorry, Pope. You know he tunes in every week. Like, what's Alexander up today? That was my Pope impression. Kevin, see if you can disconnect everything and then reconnect and then give us a call back, but do like a connect test first.
And then take off your clothes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, let me formally introduce our guest for tonight. Jacob St. Aubin is an independent pop artist based in LA, originally from Ohio. His music has been compared to that of Roar by Katy Perry, while his voice has been compared to that of Shawn Mendes. That's some big shoes to fill, by the way.
I'm like, where are you getting this?
In 2014, he released his EP Supercharge on iTunes and Spotify under the artist name J-Cent,
Yes.
which we're going to talk about that change.
I hope we do.
Eventually, he decided to perform and write under his birth name and is now re-releasing specific tracks along with music videos. Having performed all over the LA area, he recently decided to start a YouTube channel to provide video content for his growing fan base. The channel has launched with the official music video for his title single, Supercharge, including covers and other talk show related videos. He will be performing this weekend for Palm Springs Pride. Get your tickets and come see and welcome Jacob St. Aubin. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Also joining the show, Patrick Tumey, who has become one of my sassy texters. You know, I have my text friends. We're becoming that way too. Patrick Tumey has been called the perfectionist, and you can tell by his outfit and his coiffed hair tonight. As a makeup artist over the last 30 years, his philosophy on beauty is there is no such thing as an unattractive person, just a lazy one. Amen.
It's the truth.
Yes, it is. A little dabble do you. His training was what he called somewhat different from the conventional makeup artist. He learned to work on ethnic skin tones first, which fascinates me. Color theory and contouring the African American, Latin, and Asian skin tone was his specialty, which has helped him to be the makeup artist on call for some of Hollywood's most beautiful actresses of color. He has made appearances on QVC as well as top reality TV shows, including America's Next Top Model. From working on advertising campaigns to celebrities to red carpet events, he has always proven himself to be the ultimate perfectionist. He is one of Hollywood's most sought-after makeup artists. He has been featured in national advertising campaigns for Smashbox Cosmetics, Neutrogena, Bebe, Herbal Essence, Paul Mitchell, St. John, and Target. Editorial clients include Elle, Italian Vogue, Flaunt, Glamour, GQ, InStyle, Marie Claire, Surface, Vanity Fair, and W Magazine. He is currently working with Lisa Vanderpump for Vanderpump Rules and The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The Real Housewives of OC, Gina. How do you pronounce her last name? Christensen. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Gina. She's our favorite housewife, you guys,
kill me.
because she don't put up with crap.
doesn't.
And she looks gorgeous doing that. Patrick used to do Vicky, Shannon, and Peggy. Of course, Peggy is a good friend of the show. Shaw's of Sunset, the entire cast working on as Key Hair, and the new show that we're going to talk about, dealing with my people and their entire cast here, in a different nation, by the way, so he's bi-national. Of course, now we don't know what citizenship we are, right?
Right.
Please welcome Patrick Tumey!
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
So just to answer that question, people
Yeah.
don't know this, but I was trained by a woman called Ilana Harkavi, and she was very big in the 80s and 90s.
She did Diana Ross's.
She was Diana Ross's makeup artist. So she taught me. She was like, no, this is how you do it. So she was doing Grace Jones. She was doing everybody of color. So, it was the opposite when I was doing makeup. I was working on color theory, contouring, highlighting. And now you see on Instagram, everybody's all, which is, wonderful. But it's like, even I didn't even create that. That was done in the 60s and 70s. Yeah.
So working with that base, how did that change and how did that give you the edge? Was it just about mixing colors at that point or looking at somebody's skin tone and knowing automatically what to...
I think it's also with women, I don't look at women when you're putting makeup on them as you want to put them as a mask. You want to enhance them. That's the problem. It's like when you see on Instagram and on social media, there's so many filters that you're really not seeing the true finished product.
Right.
Just like with your boyfriend, when we were working together, it's all less is more. The more you put on, the heavier. Most clients don't want to be made up,
Yeah.
So, but television's different. Television, you have to put a lot of makeup on, especially with HD now. I mean, I'm watching, it's like, oh my God.
You see every
there's
streak,
a flyaway.
yeah.
That eyelash is sticking out of there. It's bleeding over here. And then, trust me, I get the next day, it's like, well, you're not doing your job. You look a little shiny over there.
See, but that's also the Instagram. People will notice, and you have all these people are like, oh, who was that makeup person? I think Angelina Jolie went to a red carpet, and they forgot to, they did the powder, but they didn't, so she had this big powder thing there, and everybody was calling out her makeup artist.
Yeah.
And it's like, God damn.
But I think that's...
Well, sometimes there's an interim period where they are not with their makeup artist, right? And then they do something funky to their face.
It's
So
well,
it's not
that's
always
red
the makeup
carpet.
artist.
She must have got out of the car, and it was probably hot, and she probably touched her face up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
with those flash bulbs hitting, I mean, it's like it picks up every little texture. I'm defending, the makeup. I mean, it's a hard craft. I mean, it's not as easy as you think it is. I mean, like,
The other thing that I noticed that is frustrating, especially from like my boyfriend's perspective, is when you do a celebrity for so long, you become known for doing them, and then they decide to go to a red carpet and do their own makeup one day,
Or do the hottest, or the PR one is like, oh, we got sponsored by this makeup, and they're sending the rep over, and then they look like Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah, it looks like crap. And then they get the blame.
Yeah.
But it's funny that you mentioned that about makeup. It's like you do it and then they're off on their own. Yeah. As artists, when we do like a music or a song or a video, we finish it, we complete it, and then it's out there.
Yeah.
Or if we're a painter, that's our painting. Nobody's fixing anything.
Yeah.
You do it and you're like, okay, now they got to put on the outfit. Now they got to get their PR person's going to have their own opinion. Oh, he did take off his shirt. Kevin Molnar.
Wow.
I'm going to take it, so...
There we go. Hey, Kevin, can I just tell you, the response I got, number one, people love you. Your personality is charming, and they love your videos from your time here on the Rocks and on YouTube. But I've gotten so many comments about your rooms. The background of your rooms with the wallpaper and the coloring and all that, it's simply divine.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, my God, he's so cute. And he's single, ladies and gentlemen, but mostly gentlemen. Okay, Kevin, what are you showing us tonight?
I'm going to show you how to do a deep cut.
Oh, my
sort
God.
of like that.
Oh my God.
And you did this all at home, like...
Yes. Actually, I only use toilet paper and latex.
Well,
Oh my
that's
God.
crazy.
Just a night in the bedroom for you.
I pretty much use that in all my videos.
Yes.
Toilet paper and latex. That's all you do.
So
do you want me to start?
Yeah.
All right. So all we need to do is this. I'm going to do it actually on my face. I'm going to do a small one. We're going to do this. We're going to just put a little bit on here, right? We're going to grab a piece of toilet paper.
That's the latex?
That's the latex. We're going to do that.
Yeah.
Wait till it dries for a second, right? Pull it off. And what this does is actually starts layering skin.
Yes.
So what happens is this. It does pretty quick.
You do this so quickly.
I don't have a costume for tomorrow. I might have to go out and get some latex.
Well, and last week he did fangs for under $4 using Lee press-on nails.
Really?
And scissors.
I got so many things for that, and so many compliments.
They
and
look
so many
better.
messages.
They look better than the $100 fangs that you get. And he did it on the show.
There's
in under
something when someone does it
10
themselves. It's so much more impressive.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much I made when I wore Lee press-on nails.
You have to have a Lee press-on personality.
I'm gonna grab a mirror because I don't have one now. And so what happens is this. We're gonna pull it away. And now that is the layer of skin right there. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
We are going to add a little bit more latex on it.
I'm going to use
And
Trump
we'll
toilet.
close
Can you use Trump toilet paper?
Yes,
actually
please.
Nobody wants that gash on their face. Not even Melania. She's like, get off.
Listen to this. You're going to appreciate this. In Mexico, they sell a brand of...
I'm Mexican?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, for exactly that. They sell a brand of toilet paper called Trump toilet paper.
Oh, I've seen that.
Because he never copyrighted his name in Mexico. So they're making money off of him in Mexico.
I love that you gave it to me just because I'm Mexican. Hey, they're having a spam sale. I thought you would enjoy it, Ryan.
Well, in case you didn't notice, we're talking about toilet paper.
Oh, I love racism. Okay.
So now what I did was I added a hole in just the scissors, just cut, and that is actually going to cause the wound.
Oh, wow. That was so quick.
And that's so easy, very easy. And what you do is, my secret is, I feel like a lot of people don't do this. They don't add black inside. That adds the 3D effect. They just add red. Doesn't look that good. But if you add black inside, it makes such a good 3D look. If you know.
So hard not to comment on that.
I can imagine what you're asking.
Yes, well, we love diversity.
Once you go Ryan Black, you never go back.
I've heard.
You're a mess.
You just go back to the clinic.
As long as it's curable with a pill.
You're going to be on your death boat, and I'm going to call you with like the last line, because we always have to get the last line in.
But
I'm
we
the
already-
Romy. I'm the Romy. And I'm the Mary.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be I'm the Lucy.
Yes. Yes. This is so quick, Kevin. Now, how long did it? Now, how long did it take for you to master this technique?
This technique actually took me a day, but I pretty much do design quick.
Is
someone a week?
Is the black just like a grease paint?
I'm sorry?
The black makeup, is it just like a grease paint? What is it?
I use a liquid eyeliner just because it's so deep. Like when I use the other blacks, it seems like it's deep. So
I'm sorry, I forgot it was 2018 and people don't use grease paint since 1927.
Vaudeville? Gypsy Rose Lee and her scar technique.
Back in my day, we used coal. See, we used coal and water.
Even I was like, oh yeah.
We ran away from like copper. See?
I love it.
Okay, so you use eyeliner for the beginning, and like this is like you could pilfer like your roommate's makeup. Like doing your steps it's so easy.
Yeah, and then you just put paint around and just camouflage the.
Are you on a cruise ship?
Is there a storm nearby?
Kevin, unfortunately you are breaking up again. I want you to tell our viewers and our listeners where they can find you.
You can find.
Okay, I'm gonna tell them for you, girl. You are splitting up. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Kevin.
Sorry, guys.
Yes, so it's Kevin Molnar. You guys have to look him up on YouTube. It's Kevin Molnar, Molnar, the DIY guy. Look up his YouTube videos. Also, you guys are gonna love his Instagram. He does a lot of these fun videos as well as interior design. So his Instagram is Kevin Molnar. It's Kevin, Molnarki. You guys show him some love. Encourage him to do more and more videos, hopefully shirtless.
Yes.
I will be waiting for you guys naked.
Yes. All right, Kevin, we want you to call back when your internet connection is better, and then like maybe you can do some Christmas DIY stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I would love that.
All right, Kevin, have a good Halloween tomorrow. Stay safe, and hope to see you in LA soon.
All right.
He's adorable.
He's
Got a great
adorable.
smile, doesn't he?
Damn it, technical difficulties.
So we were talking about early influences. Jacob, what were some of your earliest musical influences?
So I started performing in college as a drag routine.
You're in college? You've done through college? When he walked through the doors, I'm like, he's 19.
Yes, I was told not to tell my age, but I turned 28 in December.
You should never tell your age, by the way.
So I started off doing drag, actually, impersonating Kesha.
With those eyebrows?
You know what?
You need that DIY guy to cover those brows, girl.
They can be glued down. It takes a couple sticks, but it
seeing
works.
people, as he's saying drag, I'm seeing people in his face.
Oh, yeah.
What was your drag like theme? Like, what was your persona?
So I was known as like the male Kesha. So I would dress up in basically like trash bags and throw glitter on everybody. She was like the first musical inspiration, which is where the J Cent comes from. Because I put the
Kesha
cent
with
sign
the
in my
dollar.
name.
Oh.
Yep, like she put the dollar in hers.
I'm sure she appreciated it.
We've never met. But from that, I moved out here to LA. I worked for different talent agencies, different production companies, and then finally left to pursue music full time under my own name. I started to take myself a little more seriously. I dress in like normal clothes now. I don't do drag anymore. But as far as like music inspirations, I've always listened to Britney Spears, Beyonce, Katy Perry, Kesha.
Now, what hits you first with the song? Do you go for more of the beat or the lyrics? So it's beat
the
first.
Beat, yeah.
I'm just sitting here looking
first.
like mesmerized by your eyelashes.
Oh, thank you.
I know. I just saw
Are those
picture, I'm
real?
like,
They're like 300 feet long. They're so beautiful.
I know.
My mom told me it's been since birth. So when I came out of the womb, my mom said the nurses were like, and she was like, "What's wrong?" And they were like, "Oh my God, his eyelashes." Ever since then, you know.
It's a boy, but his eyelashes are a girl.
When I came out, my mom cried because my nose was so big. There's literally a picture with the sheet there, and she's like this with the mask on, and she's there, and she's like.
When I came out, they slapped my mom.
Wah, wah. Patrick, we got so many questions, and there's so many aspects of your career that I want to cover, such as who were some of the leaders when you were starting out? Because I know you're working with women of color,
Mm-hmm.
but who set that precedent for you? When did you start in your youth looking at like magazines or noticing people's faces?
Let's see. I mean, it comes down to, I mean, I started off in San Francisco. I was trained by, it was a line called El Maquillage, and the artist was Ilana Harkavi between San Francisco and New York. And it kind of snowballed. And I remember I was at a party I had done. It was like a Halloween party. I did one of my friends as Madonna. And one of the guys came up to me and he goes, "Hey, I love how she's doing the makeup and hair. Here's my card. I work for an advertising firm. I'd like to, get you some work." Within a month, I
like a
was.
Hollywood story.
I know, it was really weird. And all of a sudden, I got booked on BB. And my first work was like in Vogue. I was like standing back then. You had to look at your work, in Vogue. And
Yeah, you'd go to the newsstand,
you
just like the movie show, and you're like,
you're not the internet.
"I'll take
you're
one,
just like,
please."
"Oh my God, there's my name."
That was an exciting time.
Right.
That was
That's
you
better
could
than
smell
here's
the
an
clean
email with the
paper.
link.
You're like,
Yeah.
It's a real tear sheet,
So, do you remember the feeling when you opened up that magazine?
Yeah.
Were you by yourself? Were you on the street?
By myself. And I think back then in the mid '90s, I mean, they used to have, I don't know if in Los Angeles, they used to have bus stop posters of all over the place. They were everywhere, and and how it started was one of the models was Charlize Theron, and she just turned to me one day and she goes, "You're good. You should leave San Francisco. You either go to New York or else." She called it as it is. She said, "Either you want to go to fashion or Los Angeles. That's your choice." So within a week, I ran down there and I signed with an agency, which I'm still with. I've been with Celestine, LA, for about 18 years. And it's been, my watch keeps making noise, I'm sorry.
Celestine is one of the agencies. Back in my banking days when I was a banker, I worked with them. Great people over there.
Well, my agent, I'm all about loyalty. I don't jump around. A lot of artists, they feel frustrated if they're not working with the right artist or their career is going a different way. Then, it's not really your agent. It's really how you want to structure yourself. Either you can go to music, you want to go to movies, or you just want full celebrities. I mean,
sometimes it is the agent, though.
Yeah, I would say. But my guy,
I have to say that, just to put it out there.
It is, really? I was very lucky, I guess, because I'm with a guy, his name is Frank Moore, and he's amazing. I mean, he used to rep like Tyra Banks. He was, he's been in the business but very down to earth, and that's how it happened. And I love it. It was a freelance world. And nowadays, I guess the field was you had to do makeup or hair, but nowadays you have to do both. You have to do everything.
Yeah.
Part of it is like space and timing. It's like they don't have time for different shifts to come in. It's like, okay, they have 15 minutes between their interviews. Like when MJ did Glitter Bomb, she literally had 5 other interviews that we got her for whatever, and they had to just do everything really quick right then and there.
Yeah. Time is money.
Now, you have become one of the divas yourself, and I don't mean diva in a bad way, but diva in a good way for reality TV, especially for Bravo. You have literally been the confidant as well as the makeup person for some of our favorite divas, like Lisa Vanderpump, like Peggy Sulahian. You have a very natural ability that your clients become your friends. And that just doesn't always happen. And especially because we're told that they're divas because they're edited to be divas. Their lifestyle is based on them being that diva. What are some of the things that you've learned about these women behind the scenes that we as reality TV viewers would be surprised to find out?
Well, it depends on who we're talking about. I mean, but in a basic concept is, as a makeup and hairstylist, you have to realize that you're not the star. They're the star. You're there to provide a service to them. The new generation has a tendency of like, I'm big, I did this, I did that.
And that people are going to knock on their doors.
It's going to turn off the star you're working with. They're going to be like, what are you doing? So for some reason, gay men happen to get along with beautiful women in Hollywood. It's just a given. I mean, there's wonderful female makeup artists there too, but there's a connection that, I mean, with Lisa, she's my queen. I love her. I'm so loyal to her, and she's one of the most beautiful women I've ever worked with. And the new girl Gina on OC. I mean, we know her nickname is AKA Legs.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's like, "Hey, here comes the legs." I mean, she has legs up to here.
I love her.
And we just did the reunion recently last week, and whoo! I'm telling you guys, you have probably one of the best reunions I've ever seen. It's just we're in the back room just.
Oh, I saw.
Let's take a look at some of the behind the scenes with Gina and what to expect from the upcoming looks from Real Housewives of Orange County reunion looks.
But it's They're pretty similar, but put it on and see how they look.
I have 2 options.
So there's our girl.
Because I love sequins.
And you're having to do this while she's interviewing.
Like a really hot, fun, modern dress. And my personal theme
Gorgeous.
is
Studio 54. That's what we're going for.
Yeah. Legs.
I wanted,
Yep.
like, a lot of volume in my hair, like almost like electrified.
I don't know.
Okay, so that was just a little peek of Gina.
I'm not going for any look.
Do you do Kelly Dodd too?
No, but I love her. I love all
Yeah.
the women. Really are amazing on this show too. They look at them. They look amazing. They're stepped up their game.
I love seeing the Housewives in the first season.
Funny you say that. There's another video. Real fast, Carol Tokudami says hello to you, Patrick.
Hi, how are you?
She says that you're adorable.
Aw.
Kurt, let's play the other video. So I want to show, this is one of my favorite clips because we don't usually get to see the stylists side by side, given the spotlight with their stars. This is a fun little piece that Real Housewives of Beverly Hills did. I love this piece.
See how annoying this is? Right. See, Patrick, see, okay. Well, let me just...
Look how adorable you are.
Okay, right, see, like it, huh? When I look back and sometimes I see an interview and I'm like, what was I thinking? Why would I have ever worn that? That's not cute.
Well, here's our first look. This was our introduction.
Tom Ford,
She's
blazer
so
moment,
beautiful.
executive realness, if you will.
She
but
already had it
all of
together.
her own
She
diamonds,
did.
Yeah.
Not rented.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Right?
I love her.
But
This interview look.
Love her too.
It was 8 years ago, Patrick. It was before
She
you.
already had it together
But
too.
it was pre-Patrick though.
Hair and makeup.
Well, you know.
But she looked severe. You brought a gentleness to her.
She does look softer and
Yes.
more. She's glowing now.
You know, she's always willing to try something different, and she's very. I mean, she's the sweetest person, and so caring.
Well, you can see the chemistry between you guys is just palpable. Like you guys are friends.
It's a broom at the bottom.
She supports
What
you,
would
you
give
support
that?
her.
Like 1 out of 10.
5. Not the worst.
This
So I
was
think our
funny.
inspiration here was Little Stepford Wives.
Mixed with Valley of the Dolls.
And you can see
Look at that hair, Sharon Tate.
She's
Yeah.
so much
Oh,
fun.
and Jeremy Scott.
Oh, Jeremy Scott.
Forget Jeremy Scott. A lot of people didn't get it. A lot of people were like, why do you look like that? Why do you look like that? Get on my level.
On my level.
Get on my level. Love her. So funny.
Well, this I quite like. Is that okay? I think this is quite glamorous, but not too overdone. I want like.
What kind of
a
lashes do you put on her?
It depends.
The dress is actually a Dolce -- Gabbana dress with
Are
a
they
little
mink?
top.
No, she's an activist.
Oh, that's right, she's
Yeah,
an animal
no,
activist.
We
Duh.
don't wear furs, nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got
Yeah.
big dog, advocate
Yeah.
with Vanderpump.
I've been down to her rescue. It's so cute.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
Patrick, now the way that you guys play with each other and say "girl" and this and that, is that what's really happening on set? And is it real? Is it genuine?
What do you mean by girl?
Like, you know how like all of the housewives with their stylists were like, yeah, that was real, that wasn't borrowed. Okay, it's all very played up, I guess, in terms of language and verbiage.
Well, I mean, but you have to understand, you have to show respect to your client. There's a fine line that you don't overstep. I mean, you have a friendship that you work with each other, but at the end of the day, you are working for that client. And some artists, they have a tendency of crossing over, and it's hard to come back from it.
I've seen makeup artists lose jobs because
Yeah,
they've
you
crossed
have
the
to
line.
keep that
Yeah.
line. When
Can't get too comfortable.
Yeah.
But sometimes they come after you. You become their confidant. They literally are naked in front of you in terms of emotion wise and all this kind of stuff. And then that line is crossed. When I was a banker with the entertainment division, there was a rock star female that we became too
simpatico,
codependent. And it became a big issue with the bank. She had to leave the bank, and I almost got fired. No. But it was on her end, and it was really, really crazy and insane. Where phone calls or you need to come over at 2 a.m. and come watch TV with me. It was really, really weird. But
Is that
again,
why they closed my account?
that would be okay. But building these kind of relationships in this reality TV world, it's kind of taking you, and I love your high-end fashion shoot stuff, which we have some pictures, but reality TV environment and makeup, like doing a reunion, how many hours did you guys film The Real Housewives?
An average, like the one we just did, 15 hours. It's a long process, and we get up really early because my pet peeve is always being there on time. So if we have a 7-8 call time, I'm going to make sure I'm there at 6:30.
Set up, ready to go.
Get up, ready to go, and then of course there's traffic with them, and it's like I'm not saying it's okay to be late, but sometimes the reunions are so intense. I mean, they're real. Nothing. This is unscripted. I mean,
and this was Gina's first reunion.
Yeah,
it's vicious. It's like going into the tiger's cage.
Yeah,
and you're beating their face for like 2 hours.
Oh,
right?
we're touching up, and
but I mean, when initial like blank face to set is how long normally?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Mind you, remember you saw that little outtake where I was touching her up.
Yeah.
Mind you that Bravo's coming in. Because what's happening now is the glam. People are so curious behind the scenes for each show. Like when I work with Shaw's, they're all behind. We did the reunion with there, and it was insane.
And
that's another good. Oh my goodness. Mind you that they're the most exotic, good-looking cast I've ever seen. I mean, it's like Shervin and Rizza and MJ. They look like movie stars.
But here's the thing about Shaw's is that this is their reality. They are really friends. They've known each other for years and years. I feel like OC Housewives and Beverly Hills Housewives and New York Housewives, they're called to play a character. They're put in these situations with people that they're just meeting for this season. That's what I love about Gina, because she's like, yeah, I'm new. I don't need to pretend to be anything, because this is who I am.
Oh, she's real.
And right from the get-go, she's sharing her divorce problems, her marriage problems, being a mom. It's all this reality that we're seeing. She's very real on that show. And we weed away who the character players are and who the reality is.
That might change second season, though. If you've ever noticed, the first season, they're always very open. And in the second season, they start realizing what they can and can't say. Because they're at this point, she's not used to getting tweets. She's not used to getting Instagrams. Comments. She's not used to getting all these different criticisms.
And plus, she's watching the show, too.
And now she's watching the show, and she knows what other people are saying.
She's probably watching this right now.
Hi, Gina, we love you.
No, I absolutely love her. No, I'm just saying what happens is that these women then, after the first season, they're like, oh, shit, this is real. Now I know what I need to, I know who I need to align with, and then it becomes a game, like chess.
Patrick, I got this question from a reality TV producer who's worked on some Bravo TV shows. He wanted to ask, are you watching these reality shows, number one, to see how your work comes across, and are you also wrapped up in the storylines on the reality shows?
Absolutely not. I stay out of it. I watch segments that pertain to me. I have to monitor and see what's going on for continuity. I mean, but I really don't. I'm so tired. I'm like sometimes on Sunday I catch up a little bit and I kind of forward it really fast and everything. But I don't really. I'm not obsessed with it, because I'm there and I see it and I take it for what it is. But I can honestly tell you that it's real. This is not. Everybody's like, it's unscripted, but it's, well, of course, it's a camera following you and you have you're aware of it, but natural, organic responses with people,
Housewives is pretty real, but I do have to say there is a show out there that is not real, and it is a reality show based around reality.
That's fine. I've been on the set of a set of reality shows, and I've been on with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where we had to stop and start 3 times because somebody had to give that same reaction a few times. The first reaction was real, but then it was refilmed. Shaw's, I filmed a couple of episodes with them. That was real. There is no refilming or anything. They were out to kill.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I when I was on Shaw's, I wanted to refilm my entrance, and the producer got really pissed off at me.
Yeah. I love Shaw's because of that, and I think that's why the ratings are so high.
You wanted that wind machine to blow in your hair when you walked to that door. It's like
I came in, and, even though it is reality, there still is an entrance, and you still have to make an entrance, and it is organic that you do only want to do it once. But I came in, and I felt so stupid when I came in. I was like, can we please do this again? And they're like, we got it.
No, Jacob, we're talking about challenges with industries. What do you think the biggest challenges for emerging artists are? Because I know that you're not with a label. You've done everything pretty independent.
Yeah.
Everybody has a YouTube channel now.
Right.
Everybody can record a song at home on their iPhone. There's so much saturation now in the industry. So what are the biggest challenges?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked a little bit about how social media has kind of changed the game for the industry. I know I look and am young, but I kind of missed the boat on when Instagram came about. So my social
Do you have a
media-
MySpace?
I did have a MySpace.
You're not.
I had so many followers on MySpace.
I never had a MySpace.
But I was up to like 20,000.
Oh, I wasn't that high. But I kind of feel like I missed the boat on like a following. And so for me, booking shows is a little bit harder because I'm emailing, I'm calling, I'm doing it the organic way. So when I do book a festival like Palm Springs Pride, or this past summer I was at several different prides all over the U.S., I'm proud of that because I did it myself.
You really have to do more than one thing. And Patrick, I met with a makeup artist who has done RuPaul stuff. And he says, you can't just do your skill anymore. You have to do the business side. You have to be smart with your finances because you don't know if your show is going to be canceled or they're going to replace you with somebody with a higher Instagram. You have to know how to edit your own videos. You have to know how to hashtag. You have to know how to set up your own bookings at times. You have to know how to see red flags from your agents and things like that. It's so much work to just do the one thing you want to do. You have to do 20 things.
Yeah, and I've worked on the other side where in a casting room, someone is cast because of their following, even if the talent wasn't really there, just because they know people are going to watch.
CW.
We're in the same boat.
Speaking of musicians, we have a special surprise. You know, Karima unfortunately had to cancel due to a family emergency. We have Isaiah Grass. Isaiah Grass is a musician from Chicago. He is ranked #1 on the Chicago River Nation pop charts. He has performed at numerous morning shows, and his debut single hit the internet and nearly 100,000 views when it first hit. He has balanced his modeling career with his growing musical presence. He will be performing a sneak peek of his new song, Titles, which we're going to find out what that title's all about, at Palm Springs Pride this weekend. Please welcome Isaiah Grass.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing?
Hi, Isaiah. This is so funny. Thank you for coming on last minute. I know you're probably packing. You're probably ready to come to Palm Springs.
Yes, I'm excited. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be able to perform there. My first Palm Springs to perform on.
So I have, we've been talking about social media and we've been talking about image. Now I know that you have an extensive modeling career, and I've had musicians before that say when they post a sexy picture of them or one of their album covers, they get a lot of likes, and then they post a clip of their song, and then the likes are down, the comments are down. How does that affect you? Because your job is modeling, but you're also, you're building your musical career. How do you balance that where you have to give fans the eye candy they want, but you also want, as a musician, to share your substance?
You know, that's a really good question. I have a lot of people asking me, am I a model or am I a singer? For me, I'm grateful to be able to work with all types of people. Worked for large corporations. I've been in billboards and magazines and commercials. I've performed on runway shows, closing them and opening them. So I've done so many awesome things. But at the end of the day, I just like to be able to share my talent with the world. And I'm able to do it. I'm extremely grateful for it. I am working on new music right now, so I don't just focus and call myself a model. Myself an entertainer.
Now, I know you're giving us a sneak peek. Oh my God, my voice never sounded more beautiful. I know you're giving us a sneak peek at Palm Springs Pride this weekend of your song Titles. Is that how you pronounce it?
So it's initials for This Is Love Song.
I was saying Titles this whole time. I am so silly. Do it again, Isaiah.
This is not a love song.
All right, I love that. That makes sense. It's like Titles. What's Titles? So, where did the idea of this song come from?
I went through a really bad relationship, and I needed to really express myself and vent. There are so many times that people are in relationships where they feel like they are doing that they can, and it feels like they are still struggling to make it work. And in this song, it really talks about someone fighting with the other person and saying, like, fine, you're right, I'm wrong, like, I screwed up, no, you're perfect, I get it, it's all my fault. And, it's about, this is not a love song, because it's like, the words are about it are really like taking ownership of it, but in a more condescending way, by saying like, yeah, I get it, I'm the one that's wrong, you're always right, it's always my fault, And that's what this song is about. It's not a love song, like, at all. Like, it's exactly the words. This is not a love song. It's a pop rock, dance song, and I'm so excited to be able to share it at the Palm Springs Festival. And it's going to be a sneak peek. It'll be coming out next year, and I'm so be able to share it with everyone very soon.
Well, I'm excited, and I actually get to introduce you. Now, Isaiah, you performed at big venues like House of Blues and Hard Rock. You performed for the Chicago Bulls opening. You sang the national anthem, which to me as a singer, I'm a musical theater singer. Like, I love to know that I can just sing these notes, and that's all I'm going to have to do. But national anthem, you have such nerves, and everybody is like, is he going to riff? Is he going to do a straight-laced version? And then everybody rips you apart on the national anthem. No matter what key you start in, you're gonna at the end. Tell me, what venues do you prefer more, and how do you deal with nerves when singing for big crowds?
I have a strong team of people behind me, and that I'm really okay. Obviously, every single person gets nervous. I get butterflies on my stomach. I pray before a performance. I pray after performance. I always give gratitude and appreciation to everyone who supports me. Followers that support me online, whether it be my team of people that, work on my website, my graphic design, scheduling my appointments for me. I have an agent that helps me basically to book jobs for modeling and acting. Then I have an agent that works on booking me exclusively for jobs for music. And I'm just so grateful to be able to have people that help me. And obviously when you don't have that brings us into your life. And when you have people that keep you grounded, it really does help you as an artist. It allows me to be able to perform in front of 1,000 people. Allows me to be able to perform in front of 500 people. It allows me to perform on a TV station where it's just me, the microphone, and the camera. Even like right now, everything takes time, and it's about growth and maturity. And I've come a long way from when I started, and I owe it all to my team. I owe it all to followers, and I owe it, even to you for wanting to interview me. So thank you so much.
Well, I love that you said that. A true professional has to be able to modify and adjust to different situations. Ryan, you and I come from a huge musical theater background, and sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, we'd love for you to come perform at this," and then you show up, and it's like a loudspeaker you have to sing through, and there's no sound system, and the wall is falling down.
For me, the bigger audience, the better.
See, that's. So I had the benefit of performing at the Performing Arts Center in Orange County. So big, I couldn't see anybody. Huge. I had the full orchestra behind me, and I was at heaven.
Yeah,
because you don't have to make that connection. It's really nerve-wracking when the sound system is not right. You're not sure where the track skipped, or you have 10 people staring at you like this.
I produced so many cabaret shows. I performed at maybe 2 of them. I tanked at both of them because I get so nervous when I have to make contact with the audience.
Yeah.
When I was performing in a musical or as a character, no problem. Thousands of people, no problem.
Yeah.
80 people, I suck.
Yeah, it's
royally.
Weird. It's so weird.
I can talk, but and do all that stuff, but when it comes to singing, it's just it just the whole head trip with people
it's
judging
you putting that pressure on you, not them.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
People don't know how they look like when they're not on. When we're on. But if we look at any of us, we're not on. We're like.
I know. I wish. Yeah, I wish I could give audiences a little tutorial on how to give back to the performer.
But that's not their job. They already paid for their ticket.
Screw them. It is their job.
No. Isaiah, I know that you're going to give
My cabarets were free, by the way.
No, I was a devotee to your cabarets.
It was their job.
Isaiah, you're going to give us a little sneak peek as to what we can hear this weekend, right?
Yes, absolutely. So I just wanted to throw a fun fact in there because I was listening to you guys. I actually graduated from a performing arts school, so I relate to you guys so much. Music was my passion and theater was my passion. So I think it's great that we all get to share that same type of interest. And yeah, I'll be singing a song of mine that I wrote. It's Climb Over Mountains. It is something that I wrote about, I feel every person in their life, they do come across that one person that they feel is their soulmate. And no matter what struggles they go through, they're willing to go the extra mile for them. And that is why I wrote this song called Climb Over Mountains. And it's something that you can hear on Spotify or iHeartRadio. It's on iTunes. You know, you can listen to it on YouTube. I also am actually going to be providing a CD that I'll be selling at the Palm Springs Pride Festival. And it's something that I can share with people that I wrote. And it's something that I can give them as a personal, thank you for coming to the show.
I cannot wait to meet you.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to meet you either.
All right. This is Isaiah Grass.
Every day of my life, I'm drawn to this moment. Our hearts would collide. This is love, yes I know I can't explain, but I can show it. Love was a mountain that kept me from you. I'll never stop climbing until I find you. I climb, 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 climb the mountains, run, run, run. No matter the distance, for you I'll swim every river and sea, just so I can have you next to me. Never in a million years have I felt this way before. I can't sleep at night, losing track of time. I want only more. This is love, yes I know I can't explain it, but I can show it. If love was a mountain that came from you, I'll never stop climbing until I find you. I climb, 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 climb over mountains, run, run, run. No matter the distance, for you I'll swim every river and sea, just so I can have you next to me. Oh, 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 oh,
Thank you, Isaiah. Oh. I can't wait to meet you and to see you this Sunday. You guys come out to Palm Springs Pride. We're such an inclusive festival. Great musicians. So we'll see you fly safely, Isaiah.
So you guys keep in touch with me. Be sure to me on Snap, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or you can also hit me up River Isaiah. Started from Chicago.
We'll give the handles.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I look forward to meeting everyone and performing for everyone. My new song is Out of Love very soon. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great day.
Thank you so much, and thanks to Kari, by the way, for setting this up. And to our listeners and viewers, I'm so sorry for our Skype connections. It's something in the air with my phone and all that stuff. Anyway, please go to Isaiah's Instagram, and you can see clips of his videos, his interviews. Go to Isaiah G Music on Instagram. He's got a great website.
Yeah, it's so his name is weird. It's spelled.
I love when you co-host, by the way.
It's spelled ISAIAH. Very difficult. So IsaiahGrass.com, and it's ISAIAH grass, like smoke the weed.
And when are you performing?
I am performing Saturday on the museum stage at 3:15 p.m.
Oh, I'll be there. We'll see. We'll see you.
Can't wait.
Now, Jacob, when you are preparing for Palm Springs Pride, a big event, how do you choose your set? How do you create this? Do you go from, okay, I have the show set in place, or do you think of the crowd? Do you do research on the crowd? How do you build your set based on the crowd?
Oh, set by songs, not
Yes.
set by like as
No,
in
it's-
like Broadway.
You are fabulous, I swear.
The past festivals I've done have only been prides, so for me it's been easy because it's the music I listen to. So I cover songs that I know the crowd will like. This past summer I covered Lady Gaga, I covered Kelly Clarkson, Adele,
Are you gonna do
Dua Lipa.
Are you gonna do
Britney
new Lady Gaga?
Spears. I don't know. You'll have
Star is
to
Born.
see.
I've got a
Not
Star is Boring.
I don't know the lyrics. I do look like Bradley Cooper, you bitch.
Actually, you do.
You kind of do.
You do.
You
Yeah.
kind of do.
Just do it. Can you turn around so I can look at you? Oh, my God.
What are the lyrics? Look him up.
Just wanted to look.
No.
Just kidding.
Star is Boring. I'm the only gay that hates that film. It was boring.
He hates that I brought it up because he doesn't
Hates
like
it.
it.
But you know, I have
It
to say,
was
because
good,
I
y'all.
also do, I do crowd interaction at prides, and I've done prides all over the place. The pride crowds can also be a little vicious. You know, us gays, and I've talked about this. In fact, I'm speaking November 9th at the Trans Rally in West Hollywood, and my whole thing is about inclusivity. We are bullying our own people when we should not be bullying our own people. But pride
So insane.
audiences can be really vicious depending on how much they've had to drink, what their experience is or whatever. But it's not always just, he's like, oh, it's pride, then the gays are going to love me. No.
Yeah, I did notice that a little bit this summer. I have noticed the judgment within our own community.
It was because of the eyebrows. I did it first thing off
You
the
got me
show.
all
Girl, they're jealous of the lashes.
Did I forget to
I'm,
tweeze?
I'm totally teasing. You have wonderful eyebrows. Mine are like two caterpillars fighting for a Frida movie.
Well, you know what I try to always remember is what RuPaul says. What other people think of you is none of your business.
None of your
Yeah.
business. It's true. But it's true. I haven't dealt with a lot of awful critiques from the crowd. It's been okay. But I do see it. And you're right. It's got to stop.
Yeah, it
It's
really
gotta
does,
stop.
especially at prides. That's what I love about Palm Springs Pride. It's so inclusive.
Yeah, it is. It really is a great pride. But that's the stuff that I think makes me so nervous. And I'm totally honest here. I've never participated in that mean, bullying, sort of
You've
vicious.
always been
like,
a
stuff.
gentleman, and I've known you for years.
But
where you could have been.
That's what makes me nervous is the thought of the judgment of people.
Well, and politically, what's happening with, the trans community and how you're speaking in West Hollywood, I think that's great. When we have nobody else, we have to be there for each other. And so I think, to have the judgment of pride, it's just not the time or place.
Yeah. Or the judgment at any time.
That's true.
And Grindr, not that I know, but Grindr is they're changing the way profiles are, that if there's any hate speech or discrimination described in your profile, they take your profile out.
This is how Instagram should be.
Don't pretend that you don't know.
No. But seriously, I cannot believe, like, for instance, you go on Caitlyn Jenner's Instagram feed on the comments. I don't care what you think of her. It does
we're going to
not-
have a fight right now.
It does not matter what you think of her. The things that people are saying are vile and disgusting, and those people should be banned. The fact that they're disrespecting her and calling her Bruce.
See, that's stupid.
It's
But that's
just-
ignorance.
It is ignorance,
It's
but those people should be taken. Instagram is a privilege; it's not a right, and that right should be that privilege should be taken away from those people who are mean and bullying. I don't care what you think of these people. You have no right to. It just, oh my God, it just drives me
And as
crazy.
mean as I am, I never attack people on looks because nobody is perfect. Even like we think, Brad Pitt is known as one of the sexiest men alive. He's got his imperfections. Like nobody. So like if you disagree with anybody, and again, we're not political on the show, although sometimes we are, because we have to be. But if you disagree with somebody, don't attack them for their looks. Attack them for what they're saying. Attack them for their misinformation. That's what you attack them on. Don't attack them for their looks because, girl, we all have fashion closets or fashion skeletons in the closet. Yeah. Oh, God. So, Patrick, I got this question from somebody that's new working at Smashbox.
Okay.
And they're new, so on the bottom of the totem pole, and they're being given a bunch of random people. And so they want to know, what do you do when a client is having a bad hair, body, skin day, taking it on you? Also, in that same vein, what do you do when you just don't click with that client?
Well, fortunately, that it hasn't happened to me because I always try my best to be respectful to the client. And when you're giving respect to someone, either if they're not giving it back to you, then it's just a lost cause.
But you've
right
never not clicked with a client?
Never.
Interesting.
That's
I
really
swear
hard
to
to
you.
believe.
That is really hard to believe.
Seriously, I kind of honestly.
There's
won't.
not one.
Probably next week.
There's
I'm
not.
like, get out! It's like,
not
She's gonna be like, I
one-
saw the interview.
no, I mean I haven't. But it's funny that you said Smash. But I used to do I had a 5-year contract with them
Yeah,
with Davis
yeah, yeah,
Factor,
yeah.
and I did all the campaigns. And shout out to Lori Taylor, who I love, and Davis. But what was the question again? The question was
Well, he was talking about bad skin. Like that I know.
When somebody's having an off day, like we all are bloated, we all come in and
Yeah.
like a pimple or a hair's not doing something right.
Yeah.
When you
Why
have a
did you look
client-
at me when you said that?
No, I have no. I mean,
Bitch.
I've got concealer, please. But when you have a client come in and
I
they're
have
just
to.
not having a good day,
Yeah.
their face is not taking the makeup right. They're sweating. They
Right.
have a pimple. Their hair is not whatever. They're bloated.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do when it's a day like that and it's a big like a reunion day?
Well,
you don't have any pimples, by the way.
I don't know. I've never really. I'm being honest with you. I haven't come across anything like that where it's ever really been that. I promise you. I mean, there's always a way of correcting someone. I've never really had a problem with.
Well, not a problem, but what do you? So is there a skin that's easier to work on? Like some skins suck up the oil, suck up the makeup more.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have dry skin, and it's common knowledge. Dry skin needs more moisture. Oily skin needs to be controlled.
Yeah.
But I mean, with makeup, it's just different. I mean, you look at the models in New York on the runways. They're like what, 12, 15 years old. They're flawless looking,
And their waistline is the
and their
same
waistline
size.
is like this.
Is their age.
They're 12.
I have
know?
18.
So when you're putting makeup on them,
It's a fetus. They just throw it down the runway.
when
Here's
you
my
work-
ultrasound.
when you're working with someone that's been, getting up early in the morning and does a television show or something like that, your skill is tested, and you have to learn to use certain products that will work.
Yeah.
But
I'm raising my hand like I'm in school because I really
Tell
want
me.
to ask that
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
So,
Tell me.
like
You're the co-host.
The worst time is in the morning when you wake up with those bed eyes and the morning eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you do to wake up those eyes?
cup of coffee, and you know that.
But I've seen pictures of myself where at like 3 o'clock when I woke up at 8 in the morning, like 3 o'clock, I still have like sleepy eyes. I'm like,
I thought you were auditioning for Miss Saigon. Yes.
But
I'm 17 and I'm new here today. Okay. Sorry.
I was listening to that this weekend. On the way down to
Saigon is one of
Disneyland,
my
I was
favorites.
listening to Miss Saigon.
One of my
I'm not
favorites.
kidding you. We're sidetracked here.
That's okay, please.
But
I got no, just,
what's haunting you?
the
Yes.
most brilliant
Yes.
Instagram.
Love
Chris,
it.
what's haunting you? At Chris, what's haunting you?
Yes.
Go to that Instagram. Sorry.
But Ryan, you were asking the practical. I was asking more about their mindset. When we're not having a good day, that we feel bad physically, and when we're on camera all day, or we have a day full of stuff, we sit and we're like, "Ugh," we just feel bad about ourselves. You have to deal with that negative energy. You're not just dressing their face.
Well,
We know their makeup artist is also building them
I'm
up.
also going to explain that a lot of hair and makeup artists in the industry are pretty much therapists.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a
Psychological
bartender
therapists.
without the tip.
I speak for a lot of them, a lot of coworkers that I've worked with for years, and look at that vodka flow right there.
God, I can hear it all the way over here.
Sure.
But,
Go ahead, girl.
And that's where the confidence comes from them.
Wait, don't forget to give me that tip on the waking up the morning eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I remember when I was, like starting off on cosmetic campaigns. They would always say like, "Oh, your call time is 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, in the morning." But they don't start shooting until like 12, because they got to feed them. The liver doesn't really kick in until after. And then all of a sudden the swelling comes out. I mean, no one knows the behind the scenes when they're doing beauty ads. There's a little mini fan on them. There's a ring light on them.
Right.
Wait, so is there a
reflector.
secret? Is it the liver that's doing that to the eyes?
It's really the liver. It doesn't kick in for maybe like about 2 or 3 hours after you're up. Like when you wake up at 6, 9 o'clock is a good time, and you can see it. Even the eyes. Like when you always see when models, they have that blank look on their face, and I think part of it is because you got to feed them.
I was going to say they're hungry.
I was always like that when I was starting off in the fashion world. I was like, would you like to eat something?
Is that the secret? Get something to the
feed
liver?
them. Then they don't have that that dead look on their face. And
Doesn't alcohol go straight to the liver?
Well, yeah, like right now. But I mean,
no. But is there like, do you have like some sort of like secret you can reveal to wake up the liver in the morning?
No, I wish I did have these questions.
Liver pills? Are there?
Brandon Liberati said the
pills.
same thing. There's no magical cure to under eye stuff.
No.
There's makeup concealer you can do, but like I have concealer on, but you can still see like it's the stress, it's whatever. There's stuff, and we see our Bravo divas. We know when they're having an off day.
Right.
We can tell right away.
Oh yeah.
But Patrick, like you said, you become their therapist. So this is also from that same makeup artist question. When and how do you take care of your own emotional and physical health too? Because, you text me like, I just finished 14 hours and I'm like I'm at Mickey's having a drink. And then you're like on set at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
You don't get the normal downtime that other people do.
Well, I think part of it is that I really don't drink when I'm working. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds weird, but
what a
I
terrible
don't really.
job.
I know I don't smoke. I mean, but I learned that I'm telling you that there's a separation when you are absorbing that type of energy from someone when they're feeling down, and you're like, you look good, you can do this. Here, have a cup of coffee. Well, it's draining. So when you have that professional wall, you're like, get up, you got to do this. It's a job. I mean, at the end of the day, it's work. So if you have a good professional mind frame of what you're doing in any career field, you're going to have that success level with them. And I mean, I don't know. I hear so many horror stories in the past about other, mistakes or, situations with celebrity stuff. But seriously, I think it's all myths. I think everybody in this business, they want to be successful. They're there, and I've never really heard anything bad. I mean, I'm sorry to not give you any dish or anything, but
I think because, and don't take this in a bad way, the years that you've had in the industry, you know how to set the expectations for when they walk in the door. This is how we're going to work together. This is what's going to happen.
We have to stay in control.
Yeah, I don't think the new generation does it. They're like, oh my God, I'm so glad to work on you. Let's take a selfie. Blah blah blah. Here I am. Oh my God, what's your text? Text me. Like, let's hang out. Let's go to the Viper. Or not Viper Room. I guess that's old school.
I just needed to take a drink.
But I think that's maybe what's happening, and like you're having respect for your profession. Your profession comes before being excited to work on them. I know younger makeup artists, and they're way over the top. It's like,
oh my God, so much highlighter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how much highlighter?
Remember,
on that girl?
what was that? Was it Falcon Crest? Remember Donna Reed's or whatever?
Donna Mills.
Remember that white concealer she brought?
Yes.
And that's all back in.
She's
now.
still doing it, by the way.
because
She's
of Donald Trump. So is Donald
it.
Trump.
No, Jacob, talking about taking care of yourself, how before a big performance, how do you take care of yourself vocally and emotionally? Like, what's your process before, day of the show?
Basically, tell us how you still look 17 years old.
Stop. I don't
He's 17
know.
and he's new here today. That was
the village he came from seems so far away.
Ohio.
My degree's
All of the
in,
girls seem to know much more. But I know I have a heart like the sea.
A million dreams are in me. Jesus, John, who is she?
The heat is on in Saigon. Oh, sorry. That was Miss Saigon.
Oh my
sorry.
God.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
they're going to fire us from... No.
What was the question?
Do you have
How
to
do
pay
I
for
take
that?
care of myself? Well, the week before I cut coffee, I just drank tea because coffee, for whatever reason, makes me not
dries
sing
you
well.
out.
I did a science fair thing about this, and coffee aggravates your vocal cords. Milk saturates your vocal cords. White wine, one glass can actually release some of the tension in your vocal cords.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yep.
I didn't know that. I do try to drink less the week before. Less. Still gotta have my wine though. I work out, so I do a lot of cardio just because, especially for this show, I'm dancing while I'm singing for the first time on stage.
I saw some of your YouTube stuff and some of your Instagram stuff. Yeah, you're like moving.
I'm moving. I wouldn't say I'm a dancer, but I wanted to dance, so the choreographer I worked with, Brittany, and my friend Annette as well, they kind of whipped me into shape. We've been rehearsing for a couple months for this show, so I'm really excited to show what I got.
How fun.
This is like a whole different. It's a whole different thing for you.
Yeah, usually the festivals and the shows I do by myself, and so this one, since it's so close and a lot of friends are coming, I kind of wanted to take it to the next level. So yeah, I'll be dancing and singing at the same time.
Yay! I'm excited to see that.
Good for you.
Jacob, I wanna listen a little bit. We have a little track here. We have a little bit of "Don't Give Up," and so let's hear a little bit of Jacob.
If your heart is heavy, the burden's yours alone. Love can help you carry when you're stuck as stone. When your demons haunt you, keeping you from sleep. Love can be your temple, your holy water drink. Don't give up, don't give up on love, don't give up, don't give up on love, don't give up, don't give up on love, on love. Don't give up, don't give up on love, don't give up, don't give up on love, don't give up, don't give up on love, on love. Don't give up, don't give up on love, don't give up, don't give up on love, don't give up, don't give up on love, on love. Don't give up, don't give up on love, don't give up, don't give up on love, don't give up, don't give up on love, on love. Don't give up, don't give up.
Can you tell the title of it?
I love the beat. I love the beat.
You know, and we were talking about beats. Like that's the first thing that you listen
Yeah,
to,
yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah.
honestly, that's what sets my mood. You know, that's why reggae music is so popular because it actually affects your heartbeat. Like it
Yeah.
regulates that,
Yeah.
and the beat is so important whether you like a song or not.
Yeah.
Lyrics be damned. We've learned that from Paris Hilton and Britney Spears. Like la 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 la.
Yeah, but it's a nice. It's a great message.
Oh, thank you. I wrote it right after an awful breakup, but I didn't want it to be like a sad song. So,
Oh
you know,
God!
we turned
Had
it
I
into
m-
something good.
Had I written after my last breakup, it would have been like, "You fucking whore, you fucking dick."
My God. Well, mine would have been like, take the cat.
Now.
My breakups have always been so. And I guess I'm lucky. Like I've never fought. I've still maintained friendships. So it's like if
I
you
have
like
as
that
well.
person enough to share a bed, you're gonna like them enough to still like.
Yeah, well,
have
wait
dinner
until you
with.
have that one person. That just this one. It was just this one guy that really
Right,
like
right.
screwed up the
Well,
whole.
joke's on him. I mean,
Yeah.
It's always one.
No, it was
So,
that
but-
was
but
that was
let's
it. Can we
talk
talk
about
more
that.
about him because I really need the therapy because I am in love. I have found the love of my life, but that guy, never mind. Okay.
No,
but let's talk about this. You know, Patrick, I know that you have a partner. We don't need to go into that a lot.
Don't give up on love.
No, don't do
His
it.
name is Rick, and I've been with him 14 years.
Hey,
and
Rick!
he's, I think
Hi,
he's-
Rick.
I think he's watching tonight.
You spend so many hours on set, and then I can give this away. Bravo's new show, you guys, is called Mexican Dynasties.
What?
Yes.
Is it really?
Ricky Martin's new song is the theme song for this new Bravo show-ish, maybe in negotiation.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't say that. But it's Mexican Dynasty. So, Patrick, you actually have to go to Mexico for some of the touch-ups.
No, they've already done all the filming already for the
Okay.
past 3 months. So it's I already talked to the producer, so I can say what I can say and what
Okay,
I can't.
okay,
I
I'm
can't
so
talk about the
excited.
cast, but I'm really excited about it. I'm just like it's so different, it's so controversial, it's funny, and it's glamour and drama. Imagine 3 powerful, wealthy Mexican families. Imagine.
Is it scripted?
Not scripted at
Oh,
all. And
reality.
it's all in English.
I know one of the families involved.
You
Yes.
do. And I mean, just imagine, like telenovela, 3 generations of the family.
this
like
is
the
actually how they
Susan
live.
Lucci or
You
something,
know.
whatever. Or you have
I do know.
a record, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm just trying to say, like, different types of family clans. Maybe one's in the music industry, maybe one's in television. But it's so fascinating. I mean, at first I was like, I don't know. Mexican dynasties? I don't get it. And then once I started, we just started last week.
Damn.
It is it's going to be a hit.
I love it already.
It's going to be a
all
hit.
over it.
Here's what I love. We're talking about inclusivity, and yes, I'm Latin, but I'm not like I have my own self-discovery that needs to happen with my own culture. But this is what's happening now. Bravo is having Mexican dynasties. This is going to show people that yes, Mexico has a poor part of the nation, but it also has this affluent, classical
so
version
affluent.
of Mexico. Right. So this is what's happening with programming is we are becoming more inclusive, even with a show like this. That's going to be meaty, that all the gays are going to love.
Yes.
You know? How do you do hair? Because, we have like quinceañera style hair.
To be honest with you, I've never worked the most beautiful hair, and it's all real. There's no extensions. There's nothing. It's like pure black silk. And the men... Their hair.
Oh, yes.
Are you kidding me with the widow's peak and the
Yes.
waves? And they all look like movie stars.
Patrick, true or false? Is Ricky Martin maybe showing up somewhere?
We don't know nothing.
Okay.
We don't know nothing.
Okay.
A double negative.
We don't know nothing.
We know nothing. Just that it's early part of next year. And
I cannot wait.
How exciting!
And it's going to piggyback on another big show. There's a link to it.
Oh, I love it.
That's all I can
I
say.
love
I don't even know that.
Love a good piggyback.
I'll see you in Palm Springs. So Patrick, I want to make this a little bit more personal.
Okay.
So much work on reality TV. We're not going to talk about the money, but we know that it's steady money, and the Instagram and social media following, all of that comes with it. Working on a glamour shoot, working on something that's a little bit more fanciful, I guess, a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more...
creative.
That's the word. Because you still do that, but do you miss that? And do you sometimes are like,
To be honest with you,
I don't mean this as a negative.
No.
Yeah.
I do a couple of I do magazine shoots. Of course, editorials. There's no rate for them, or they're very low. I mean, you got to get your juices, and you got to keep it, stay relevant in the fashion industry for advertising and stuff. But I don't miss it that much anymore. I don't. I'm very grateful that I get to work with these women that are willing to try different things, especially like Gina. She's like, pack it on, honey. I mean, that's why It's a different genre. I mean, the industry has changed because of Instagram. The value of a makeup artist has completely changed. I mean, back then, we used to turn down work. We used to be, I don't want to get out of bed. I mean, I never was like that. I love a workaholic, but there was a time that changed. It probably shifted about 10 years ago. So now it's like this new generation. I feel bad for the new makeup artist that's out because they really don't experience those traveling trips to like Bahamas or like to Tokyo, or you're going on tour. I mean, it's a wonderful industry, hair and makeup in the freelance world, but it's oversaturated now, and it's not the same. The money is not what it is. So you have to almost have a side job. It's like being an actor until you really hit it, and it takes a long time now for them to kick in. I mean, you're doing editorial, you're doing this. But then there's 20 more of them exactly the same. And you know what? They could be just as gifted. It's just the opportunities are not there as much.
Yeah,
that's a really honest answer, by the way.
Because and I know a lot of professional makeup artists are now who used to have that sort of artistic side where they're like, oh no, I need to do the cover of Vogue or whatever. But now they're like, oh, the nice steady paycheck is I'll take the union job on the set doing the show that's in its third season that has like.
And it's not a bad gig.
No, it's a great gig. But I mean I totally relate to what you're saying. As a creative person, and you being a creative person, it gets so boring doing something so monotonous day in and day out. Same thing over and over again. That's why the reunion shows must be so much fun for you, because
it's amazing.
They get kind of fun on the reunion shows.
They do.
But that's what I was asking. I was like, you don't watch the show, so you don't know the drama. It's like, oh no, don't talk to her, because you guys are on a set for reunion. The dressing rooms are very strategically placed.
Some people do get involved with it. I just decide not to get involved with it.
But you have to know whether you should be nice to this housewife walking in or not. True. Because your client.
True, but I mean, they're all professional. I mean, I don't see anything that's volatile or anything. I think they know what the game is. But I can tell you that like the Shahs of Sunset reunion was, I mean, it was just so much glitz and glamour. I was just like blown away. I mean, everybody looked good, and it's good. I can't talk about it, but it's so good. You know, I mean, last year we shot it in downtown LA at one of the historic. It wasn't the Orpheum.
I think it was the Belasco
or something, but we shot actually in a studio this time. They wanted it more of a controlled environment, so you know. But
yeah,
it was good. I was with Brandon.
Well, when
We
you
were
have
hanging
Gigi
out.
on set, you need a controlled environment.
She looked good.
I love her. I want to hang out with her and
She's
Kelly Dodd,
fun.
but we'd all end up in jail. Like, yep. Oh.
I've hung out with her.
Oh. You guys, this has been so much fun. All the ups and downs. So we finished the show. What was that?
That was my sound effect.
I think you pressed the wrong button.
No.
Yes, Kevin Molnar is still
It was the
sending
right
his picture.
button.
Hi, Kevin Molnar. Sorry. Okay, so we end the show with rapid fire. We already did your rapid fire last time we were here. So, Patrick and Jacob, you are up for rapid fire, at the end of which you will tell our viewers and listeners where they can find us.
Wait, no, every time I come on, I need a rapid fire.
What is that? I don't know.
I actually did, but I was like, rapid fire.
Oh, she didn't have time to do me. That's what she's
No,
really
I
saying.
had
Didn't
him.
have time to do me.
I did, but I was like, what's appropriate, what's not appropriate? Who wants to go first?
I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay.
We're just answering questions real
Okay.
fast.
All right.
Who wants to go first?
Go.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay, Jacob. It's not like intense or something.
I know, we're like
Jacob,
super
what's the most embarrassing song on your playlist?
Probably something from like High School Musical too.
It is embarrassing.
I was just talking to
That
Kenny
is
Ortega.
so embarrassing.
Kenny Ortega is coming on my show.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Director of High School Musical.
I love his work.
Okay, great. One music genre that would terrify you if you had to do a whole set in.
Like the screaming one, screamo.
What's screamo? Is it
People
like
just
heavy
scream.
metal?
Yeah, but like louder,
Oh.
more vicious.
Okay.
I'm
Because there's like no beat. It's just like blah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Who is your dream duet with?
Leia Salonga. Oh, you weren't asking.
Kelly
me.
Clarkson.
Okay. Okay.
I love her. I mean,
Yeah, she's
just
something else.
And I think
real
doing a duet, like, she'd be more motivating than anything. Like, she'd
Oh,
be like,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
yeah.
She's so great.
Jacob, Beyonce or Gaga?
Gaga.
Yes, Gaga. I mean, come on, I had to.
Gaga. You're on a deserted island. You have one album to bring with you. Which album is it? Full album. Not like you youngins take one song here or there. The
know.
full album.
I know
Remember
some
when we
full-
used to have to get the full album?
Is this a
And we would skip,
digital
skip.
album?
My first Madonna album I got was Ray of Light. I never listened to Madonna before Ray of Light.
What?
Yeah. And then I went back and
That
like,
was one of the best albums, too.
Ray of Light was. Then I went back and I'm like, she's not that talented. I didn't like her 80s stuff.
Get out
Yeah,
of your own
sorry.
show.
Get out of your own show.
I don't even know. Just one?
One album.
On a
songs.
deserted
Come
island.
on, girl. It's a 2-hour show.
Circus. Britney Spears.
Oh, get out of his show.
Is that
There
where
was-
Kill the Lights? Is that song on it?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
very formative. For
Toy
me.
Soldier, is that one on?
Not on.
That was
I'm a Toy
Martika.
Soldier.
Oh.
No, that was on
Oh,
the
I thought you were
Carnival.
talking about Toy Shoulder by Martika from Kids Incorporated.
No. Circus is really the album.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Judy.
There were other contenders, but you said one, so.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
that
I went on a date.
generation,
They
the
didn't even know
Molo-
who Judy Garland was.
Oh.
I was like, check, please. And he's paying. Jacob, tell our viewers and listeners where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Jacob Staubin. So my last name is Saint Aubin, so just Jacob Staubin.
I thought it was fancy like Aubin.
Saint Aubin. No, it is French, but it's just Saint Aubin.
And I'm going to see you at Palm Springs Pride.
Yes, you will.
All right, Patrick, you are up. Oh, dear. Are you ready? Yours are a little rougher, I have to say.
no.
But we don't do it like on the Andy show, pleading the fifth. There's no pleading the fifth. My mom is blocking the door. If you don't answer, she will not let you out.
Oh, no.
Patrick, what is the biggest diva moment, don't use names, that you've experienced on set?
Use the names.
It's always when the food is late. That's the truth.
But they don't even eat.
No, they do.
Well,
I'm
don't
talking-
act like you don't
it's like
relate
when
to
they're
that.
like, Where's the food? Where's
Yeah,
the food?
but like I don't care. Like,
I mean,
I'm
but it's
like,
pretty
fine.
much, in the middle of the day. It's like you always have these clients that come in, they're a little late, then they go, where's lunch?
Yeah.
And after lunch is like, when are we going to wrap? I'm like, you just got here. It's like, come on. But that's the most common complaint.
That's
Models,
really
actresses,
interesting.
yeah.
See, I wouldn't have guessed that. Patrick, you are stranded on an island. Which two Bravo celebrities are you bringing with you to survive?
Oh, Lisa Vanderpump, of course. She's so brilliant.
No, but I want you to use it not who you like, but who
I'm
has
serious.
the skills. Into the microphone,
Oh.
Patrick.
LVP, of course.
What would her skill set be, though, on a deserted island?
Oh, she could decorate the whole thing, and it'd be amazing.
It'd be Gilligan's Island.
Are you kidding me?
She'd be Mrs. Howell.
Like
That
Ginger
fat
Marianne.
friggin' bank account.
I'm telling you, she's
Okay.
got a skill set.
So that's one.
I'd want her to bring her little mini horses.
Diamonds and Rosé.
Yes.
They're beautiful. They
I
come
just
to-
want to be
Okay,
invited
rapid
to her
fire.
house
Oh,
for
sorry,
one.
rapid fire. Sorry. I don't know who would be the third person.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. I mean, Lisa's enough. She's everything.
But to survive, remember, we need survival skills.
Brandy Glanville.
Oh.
See, I think Gina would
Did
like...
you see her drunk tweet to Jeff Lewis?
Her drunk tweet every day.
No, this one, now she's...
Her drunk tweet is...
Okay, second one.
I can't think of anyone. Can I plead the fifth on that
Gina.
one?
Just say Gina.
Gina, yeah.
I think Gina, because Gina would be like, okay, this is what we're going to do to survive.
We
Blah, blah,
love
blah, blah.
Gina. We love Gina.
I think you and Lisa would talk shit about whoever else you brought to the island.
I want to set Gina up. I want to get her a new husband.
Oh, yeah, well, you know.
No, I think she needs to spend some time on her own and appreciate who she is, because she's a strong woman. Appreciate that. You don't need a man. Patrick, something that your clients do makeup-wise, outfit-wise, that you would be, or that we would be totally shocked by learning. Like, is there like a trick that we're like, that's how they did that?
They wear clamps in the back when they're doing their confessionals. There's like, you should see it.
Nothing is perfectly
pull the
tailored.
clothes
There's always
tight.
clamps, and there's always like the hair splitting
Yeah.
with two fans. I
Do you-
mean, it's everything. Everything is two-dimensional.
Do you ever use the tape?
No.
Never?
No.
Never?
Not on the Bravo ladies. No.
Well, they have the
No.
Botox. So clamps in the back, and that's what gives them
Yes,
that.
they do. That's true.
Because it fits
Okay.
in. Because when
They've
you're
all got
sitting,
money.
you know,
They
yeah.
can- they'll
And
get
most
it- they'll
times
get
the
it for real.
clothes are borrowed or they're sponsored, so they're not perfectly tailored. Celebrity you would rather drop dead than do their makeup.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one.
This is not Plead the Fifth. This is not Andy Cohen.
No,
This is
no,
not
no,
what
no.
happens live. This is on the rocks, and you're on the line.
It could be a dead celebrity if you want to play it safe.
That I would not want to work with.
That you'd be like, no, I'm not doing their makeup. I don't care how much money. I'm not doing their makeup.
Omarosa, maybe?
Oh, that's
Yes,
a good answer.
good answer.
Yeah, that's
Good
a good
answer, good answer. Ding,
Totally
ding, ding,
fair.
ding, ding.
Yes.
I'm reading her book right now. Unhinged.
I hope you got it at the $1 bin at Personable. Patrick, what reality show have you not done makeup for that you would love to, just to be on set?
I'm addicted to. I love Below Deck.
Me too. Yes.
I don't know why.
Which one do you want to do?
I don't know. I mean, I just want to be on that. I just want to be on a yacht and just floating around, But I love the.
I doubt any of them have makeup artists, by the way.
I love the one that's the what's her name? She's on it. Not the captain, but she's in charge of everything. She's
yeah, no, I know who
beautiful.
you're talking about. Oh, I can't remember her.
Okay,
Oh.
so let me tell you about the reality of
look at
Below
her.
Deck. Actually, I might not.
Oh, you know some information?
I was asked to be on Below Deck. You have to pay for your
I was
cruise.
too. Yes.
Yeah, I heard
Oh, yeah,
that
you have to
too.
pay for your cruise.
But they give you a discount.
No,
don't they?
no. You don't have. It's not. It's a phenomenally discounted fee,
Yes.
considering what kind of yacht and service you're getting. But you still have to pay for it.
And it's not like the full cruise. It's like 2-3 days. It's not
Okay.
like, yeah.
So they just kind of pan it out.
Yeah. And if you're interesting enough, you might be in 2 episodes, is what I
Yeah,
was told.
yeah.
If you cause drama and break glasses, which I do. All right, you guys. Kurt, thank you so much.
You do?
You didn't give me the cutoff time, so I didn't know how late we were going. Kurt's like, oh, it's Halloween. Who cares? Thank you, Kurt, our tried and true left-hand man. Thank you to Mama Rose. Thank you, my guest co-host, Ryan Black.
No
Thank you,
rapid
guys. Thank you to our Skype. That was totally
Kate
not
Chastain.
usable.
Kate Chastain. That's her name on Below Deck. Kate Chastain.
Kate Chastain. All right. We'll see you at Palm Springs Pride. We are off next week because we're going to be recovering. I literally have 11 events and 8 outfits for this next weekend.
my.
You saw my schedule.
I'll come up on stage and touch you up a little. How's that?
No, here's the thing. Oh, wait. So can you come up on stage? Can we do like a quick like beauty makeover on somebody?
Don't make me work. It's
Oh
But
my
it'd be
God.
so fun on main stage. Everybody go crazy.
No, I would love to. But
What
I
you
don't
should
want
do,
to.
just bring a big powder puff and just
go
beat
poof.
the
I'll do
would be
that.
so
out of
funny.
it.
I'll do that.
Okay. We'll see you at Palm Springs Pride this weekend. We're off next week, recovering. We'll see you soon. See you next Tuesday.
I got to say that today.
This has been On the Rocks with Alexander, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Universal Broadcasting Network. Find me on Facebook on the Rocks Radio Show. tweet me or Instagram me at On the Rocks On Air. See you next Tuesday!